I've got some produce that needs picked, so I thought I'd take you along with me to do some harvesting. Let's get after it. Looks like we have a lot of peas that are getting to a good size. This same bed has a lot of potatoes growing in it, and some of them are looking pretty pitiful. Grasshoppers are getting after them and the heat's starting to affect them. I think we'll pull them once we get all of these peas picked. Some of these peas are bigger shelling peas, nice fat pods, and I love these fresh. But a lot of these are just sugar snaps. I think this one's a Cascadia. This is my favorite variety this year. Once I get the ends pulled off, I like these even better. That was a juicy one. Whatever the variety, it's really hard to beat fresh peas. And right now, they're coming in abundance. I think I'll pick through all of these off camera because there is just a load of them. That's a pretty good little haul for just this few plants. If we can eat that every 3 or 4 days like we have been, it's well worth the effort that went into growing these peas. This looks like a good place to start to me. There's not a whole lot of good leaves left on this plant. I'll gather up all of the greenery, pull up gently. There will be more down in the ground, but that is a pretty good little handful of potatoes. That's a nice one. Got a grub. Chickens will love that. It looks like that's it for this potato plant. That's not a bad little haul for one potato going in the ground to begin with. And 6 fat grub worms will make those chickens pretty happy. This potato plant hardly has any good leaves left either. I'm thinking the grubs probably got to it as well. But we'll pull this guy up. Kind of shake him loose. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's a good potato. That is awesome. Oh, and it gets better. Wow. There's another grub and another. I think I can tell you what's killing these potatoes. But whenever you garden organic, or as close to organic as you can stand to, you're gonna share some with the pests. They just keep coming up. All right. All the other plants at least look moderately healthy. None of them look too great. I'll do a little comparison before I rile up the ants. This is how these raised bed potatoes look. They're all raggedy. They got pale leaves with maybe some kind of fungus or blight. And this is what a healthier potato looks like. They're not perfect, but they're doing a lot better. I don't know if that has to do with this deep mulch that I have them in, because they're in at least, we'll get even with the ground, at least a foot of mulch. But between being in the shade and the deep mulch providing a lot more consistent moisture, these guys seem to be doing a lot better. You can see some purple potatoes peeking out under there. I hope you can see that. It's not gonna hurt if we steal one. That's a good sized little potato. These ants are gonna go wild as soon as I pull this potato plant up. So I'm gonna try to work quick on this one. Got some good ones. Got some grub worms. Plenty of grubs. I'm almost certain that's what's making these guys suffer. Got another. This plant didn't have near the potatoes on it. Another grub. And another. Might have been more grubs than potatoes in this hill. Wow. My goodness. That is a nice little bucket of potatoes. That's a couple meals worth there. Since I've got these up, and I've got one purple potato from coming over here and stealing one, I think that's a perfect excuse to take out this one slightly damaged plant. These deep mulch potatoes make for easier harvesting and a lot less watering. You can just rake back the mulch and take what you want. Oh, there's a good one. Just right on the surface. Wow. Little guy, medium guy. Oh man, this one was massive, but he got too wet. He's rotted away. Smells like alcohol. That's rough. Well, here come the grubs. That just might be what did him in. I think these grubs are a common denominator among my dead plants. Well, I'm really happy with this bucket of potatoes. And I'm happy that the chickens are going to get to eat all these grubs that have tormented my plants. I think that these potatoes would pair really nicely with some fresh sage. I take out my pocket knife. I'll find a node where 2 more branches are coming out, like right here. You see these 2 small pairs of leaves? They'll turn into 2 growth tips. All I'm gonna do is cut maybe 1/2 to 1/4 of an inch above that and take some sage. I don't need all of these, but I can dry whatever I don't want to use right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut down quite a few. think the last thing that I'll try for today is some carrots. It's not a bad carrot. It's not a grocery store size carrot, but I guarantee you it'll be a lot sweeter. I might fill one more good one in here. How about our other carrot pot? They're just as long as the others, but they are skinnier. Oh, wow. That's a nice one. I think I'll call that good. That's a pretty good little bunch. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna get this inside and washed up, and I'll start planning out some meals with this. Hope you enjoyed. I know I did. It was a blast picking some food I grew myself. I'll see you in the next one.